Hello, I am Teacher Fro. I am from the Philippines. And just like our animal friends, I moved, I traveled, I flew, and now I am here with you. Today we're going to tackle about verbs in the animal kingdom. So specifically for this lesson, these are our targets. First is to identify and correctly use action words related to animal migration in simple sentences. Second, to demonstrate keen listening skills and act a certain verb related to migration. And the third is to appreciate the wonder of animal migration and its application to an adaptive lifestyle, just like what I did. Now, to break the ice, I want to ask you something. Okay? So every year it's getting hotter and hotter in all parts of the world. If you are given all the money that you need to travel somewhere, where will you go? I'll give you 30 seconds to think. Okay. So some of you will hide in your house just to stay on the air conditioner. That's understandable. Okay. Some of you want to go to the northern part of the world. That's definitely colder there. And how about the others? You will build a shelter that can be perpetually cool with like a good cooling system. That's awesome. All right. So how about we jump to a warm up activity? Okay. So let's have a little bit of story time because I prepared something for you and it's according to my favorite stories in nature, okay, which is animal migration. And here is the instruction. As you listen to my story, write all the words that you hear that has something to do with action, okay? Any word that has something to do with action that you hear from my story, note that down. Write it in your notebook. You ready? Take 3 deep breaths, okay? And then I'll start with my story. Far, far in the cold north lives a tiny bird called the Arctic tern. Every year, when the winter comes, the tern flies across the world. It crosses oceans. It fights strong winds. It searches for warm places. The Arctic tern travels more than any other animal, from North Pole all the way to the South Pole. It trusts the earth, the sky, the stars, and it just keeps flying. Okay? Have you wrote down action related words? Then let me read one more if you have not completed it all. Let's go through it once more. Far, far in the cold north lives a tiny bird called the Arctic tern. Every year, when the winter comes, the tern flies across the world. It crosses oceans, it fights strong winds, it searches for warm places. The Arctic tern travels more than any other animal, from North Pole all the way to the South Pole. It trusts the earth, the sky, the stars, and it just keeps flying. Okay? You think you have completed it? Okay, then. Let me hear some of the words that you wrote. Okay? What do you have there? Flies, crosses, trusts. What else do you have? Travels. Okay? So, nice. You really are keen listeners. Okay? So, let's define a term, shall we? We have verbs. Okay? Verbs, all the action words that you wrote down are called verbs. They show what the subject is doing. Okay? Because again, we're all about actions here. And it's called verb. Okay, so you've proven yourself to be good listeners, but how about readers and identifying and acting? Okay, a story will be presented on the next slide. This time, you're not going to listen to me, but you're going to read on your own. And your task is to go in front, underline the verbs that you see. Okay? Again, three deep breaths, and then let's start. Okay? I'll give you 1 minute to read the story, and then raise your hand, come over, and underline it into the board. Okay? Okay, nice work. Okay, that's good teamwork from you guys. Several among you came to the front and underlined some words. Let's look through it. Okay, swim, that's an action. Dives, good. Search, glides, turns, change, feels, call, rises, breathes, travels, sings, echoes, calls, inviting, join, swim, leap, play, all actions. Nice. Navigate, follow, written. Cool. Reach, rest, nurture, and prepare. Guys, you surprised me a lot with your skills. Okay, I can see that these are all action words, and therefore they are approved as verbs. So I prepared a little something for you here. The Tao of movement. Okay, so can anybody please read this? If you can in English? Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. You pronounced every word well. Okay, so I hope that you learned something about this philosophy that animals do not question why they move, it's in their instinct. We, as social animals, you will feel it. You will feel it too. There's an instinct inside you that tells you, do more, do better. You can do better than this. Maybe you can read better, you can run faster. All that your instincts tell you to be better in life in order to navigate through the challenges. Okay, that is the Tao of movement. And like the animal, sometimes we must trust the season and simply move. All right, so what is one verb that describes how you want to move in your life? I'll give you 20 seconds. Give me the best verb that you think best describes how you want to move in your life. Okay? Ready to tell me? Okay, share with me. Share with me. Cool. Nice, nice verbs. Nice verbs. For me, it's push. It's push. Because push has something to do with going beyond your boundaries for now. Okay? It's nice to hear those verbs from you, and I expect you to embody those verbs in your life. Okay? So a quick check for understanding. What is a verb? Write it in your notebook, in your own words. Mention some verbs related to migration. We had a lot. You listened to me, you've underlined some words, enumerate as much as you can. Okay? And last, construct a sentence using a verb. Okay? I'll give you 20 seconds for that. Just one sentence. One sentence. Okay, and I will check all of your works later. Okay, but for now, thank you for listening. Goodbye. Have a nice day.